I apologise for the darkness on my face and the lighting and that. It's just I thought I'd have breakfast and tell you my thoughts for the day before I go in and start trying to help Bitcoin Cash adoption here in the Bitcoin Cash city. That behind me is Castle Hill. It's you can't. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a saint. There's a saint there. Where we are on the on the mountain. On the mountain there, you can probably just see him. The way that came about was some guys, or one guy especially. He abseiled down the mountain and with a can of paint and drew a saint on there with a halo and all that. So a stick figure and then a halo. So if you blow it up, you may be able to see it. Let's see if I... Oh, here we go. Where is he? There he is. Just see him. Yeah, so if you go down from the top, where the green part is, and you go right down, you can see him right there. Anyway. Oh, geez. Sorry, guys. Which I think is funny because you got St. Kitts and you got the Bitcoin Cash City, Venezuela and other places really heading up Bitcoin Cash adoption peer-to-peer, not using some card or anything like that where, you know, where it can fall into this trap. So I've been fortunate enough, like I've had some people, g'day whoever just arrived. I've been really fortunate by the love and support that some people have given me. So whether it's through anonymous tips or even messages of support and voicemails and stuff. This is orange juice mixed with soda water to help my digestion. So I was talking to the OG Foundation here on YouTube. He's got some interesting content. I really admire this fella. He's in, I think he's in Vancouver, something like that. He's in a state where he's managed to, from what I understand, he's got sovereign title over a piece of land there, and he's basically becoming self-sufficient, and he's got he was making like a castle. He's making a castle there, and I thought it was quite interesting content that he goes. He talks about a range of stuff. So he's here on YouTube, OG Foundation. Anyway, he was up at like 4 a.m. and I can relate to that because I used to be up at 4 a.m. Nani's in the US. Good to see you, Bitcoin payment module. He was talking about waking up early, and I can relate to that because I used to do that a lot when I was a tradie. I'm not a tradesman anymore. I've retired to Bitcoin Cash. So, which is a good thing and a bad thing. The bad thing is it's caused me to be lazy and sleep in a bit. So it's now like 7:30. I got up at 6:30. But by the time my brain started activating, I'm still waking up. I like to head out and get my bearings and charge up around about 8 o'clock. I like to go or 7:30, 8 o'clock. I like to go and just be in the moment. And then I was talking to another guy who really encouraged me because you know, not many people know that I've been pretty depressed You know, and pretty depressed, and I struggled with a few things, and you know, I thought I had friends, and then I realized they weren't friends, and you know, that I had friends or associates that are narcissistic and that, and so, you know, everything's cool as long as you fit in their frame. And as soon as you don't fit in their frame anymore, you're discarded. But we're better than that. So, which led me to I'm just talking freely amongst you. You're my friends, so my associates there. So I'm just being real. This is Bitcoin Jason here. So what happened is I got a voicemail from a fella who lives the Bitcoin Cash lifestyle. Nani's OG Foundation. He's a great bloke. I reckon if I was there, we would have some really good talks. So he was talking about what was he talking about? I need to take those. He was talking about, hey, was it you that sent me a voice message this morning? About 1 a.m. in the morning. Anyway, so he was talking about the Holy Book of BCH. That's what was it, the Holy Book of BCH, which got me thinking, because I was actually thinking about certain things, and it sort of like was a message of confirmation about the Holy Book of BCH, like the Holy Book, because I've just been reading Bible here, and not to offend anyone or get anyone off track. So here we go. He's going to bring out the Bible and talk scripture and God and all that sort of stuff, which I think is important to have in your life, because I certainly noticed when I pushed it aside, because this crept up and it messed with my head and I'm generally a positive guy, but I've noticed over the last few years I've become more introvert and negative. But see, I'm an extrovert by nature, so I actually charge off the tribe around me, or the people around me. Like I sort of take their energy and I sort of like amplify it like an alternator. You know what I mean? What little charge someone has, I sort of amplify it. And anyway, so I've been pretty flat and operating in low vibration, which is all in here. And I've been pushing it aside and wondering why my mental health and my presence in front of people suffered. So I've been sort of living a lie, trying to keep myself at a level where I'm at high energy when I'm really at a low vibration, which comes across weird. But talking to my mate, he was talking about the Holy Book of BCH, and I want to encourage you guys that you are all part of the Holy Book of BCH. You know, there's lots of stories in here, lots of people there, and I'm reading from Hebrews 11. And it talks about the people of faith, the people that made a difference and set really good examples. And it's my desire to impart to you today and other people that we all have a role. Yes, we are all Satoshi. We all have a role, and this is my mantra. This is my thing. Like, I'm not narcissistic. I don't think that Bitcoin Cash or anything I do is special, but I know that I would have a ripple effect. And I'll give you some examples, right? By faith, able offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice. So if I take that and put it into what BCH, by faith, there's someone out there, right, is offering maybe unpaid works or sacrificing something for the cause of escaping, you know, of a you know, you're offering to the community, you're offering to the greater consciousness of the awakening that we need a peer-to-peer system away from the banks, right? By faith, Enoch was translated not unto seed to death. So Enoch, he was basically living a righteous lifestyle, and he didn't die. He got called away by God apparently, and so what I want to translate in that for you today is there's people like yourself. Hopefully, I'll be in that number where my actions and your actions will basically help the Bitcoin Cash cause, so much so that we become immortalized. We'll be looking back in history and go, oh wow, look at what Bitcoin Jason did, or look what Roger Ver did, or look at what the people that helped Bitcoin Cash City did. You know what I mean? Like, look at what the, you know, look down and you see these people and go, wow, these guys are OGs. And then it talks about those who diligently seek the greater good, like diligently seek God and the perfect what's selfless, you know. Noah warned by God of things not yet seen, moved to prepare himself an ark to not only save himself but his family and whoever would listen. That's what I'm doing now. This is why I'm not a plasterer or anything like that, is because I've got a understanding of what's coming, and so I'm learning what I'm trying to learn now. So when it all comes down, that we or myself have set up an arc where we can help ourselves and help others, not just survive but thrive. G'day, my man. You look like you're from Russia. So yeah, so that leads me to my next point. Abraham was called out of a place that he should go somewhere else, not knowing if he's what's going to be there. So Abraham was in a place and he was called out of the city, a place where, you know, credit cards and, you know, like I'm talking modern day times. He was called out of a place where he could be in another place where he can live properly. So I'm getting distracted and losing my train of thought. I love you guys. So basically this goes back to what I've done. I've left the Gold Coast and I've come to Bitcoin Cash City so I can live a purist BCH lifestyle where every aspect of my life is on Bitcoin Cash. And Sarah, you know, she thought she was useless, that she can't bear any children anymore, but she eventually did have children through faith, right? So I'm hoping and praying for you guys that that your works will be fruitful, even though you might laugh and go, what can I do? What can I do to help Bitcoin Cash? What can I do to help adoption or spread awareness? You can do it. You can do it, like Gabriel from First Mill. That's what he did. He just said, you know what, I'm going to just try and reproduce more people to invest in Bitcoin Cash. So he gives away BCH. He talks about it daily. One merchant that I adopted on Mount Tambourine. Yeah. Man, like I really don't care if the banks get involved in Bitcoin Cash. Because I don't. Yeah, I think we are strong enough by an ecosystem, by our hive mind, not being a bad thing, but our collective consciousness. I think we don't need the banks. And so Moses, that leads me to Moses. Moses was a dude that was brought up with a silver spoon, and he was in a industry. If they will invest, if they can't destroy, I don't know if I can see that. But Moses was in an industry or in a social circle where he was privileged, and he had control, he had influence over slaves and stuff like that. But he came out of being privileged, or out of this system of slavery, of imposing slavery, and he actually helped a rebellion against slavery. So this is another thing that's Bitcoin Cash has. And then there's like the normal people. You know, there was a prostitute called Harlot. She saw what was happening, and she decided to help people, support people that were going to deliver them. So there's normal people like yourself, or you know, the least you can do is actually like, subscribe, comment, wherever you are, whether it's on noise.cash, Gaze, Memo, YouTube, Facebook, Reddit. The least you can do is support those that are working. You know, support your Abraham, support your Enoch, support your Noahs, support your Sarahs. You know, just encourage them like you are encouraging me, and we can grow Bitcoin Cash. I mean, I'm here. I do send on tips on Reddit too. Yeah, man, that's good. I'm on there too. I'm on Bitcoin Jason on Reddit. I had an old account that I had to get rid of because people were confusing it with a company, and I'm not associated with a company. It was like Big Club Network, and then a good friend of mine, Cheap Lightning, he put a comment there on Reddit that let myself know that maybe it's probably a good idea to change my handle. So I got rid of that account, and now I'm Bitcoin Jason. But the real point is bringing the mass market to buy BCH. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And so I've got a question for you, whoever's there that's watching, about smart BCH like Flex USD. My question is this, because even though I live off Bitcoin Cash, I'm not totally, I don't know everything about Bitcoin Cash, and smart BCH is relatively new, and it has the power to totally uncouple Ethereum. I mean, 15 times faster, heaps cheaper to run. You know, like you're not spending like $300, or I heard one guy spent like $1,200 on gas fees just to run a program to test it out. That's crazy. So I want to know that with the Flex USD, when you convert your BCH into smart BCH and Flex USD to get your 10 to 20% API, or the guy I was talking to last night says that I could get 60 somehow. So I'm going to be talking to him later. Does that lower Bitcoin Cash price because you've sold it and you're for Flex USD and then the other question I have is, if you still got it, or because you sold it, when Flex USD goes up, even though it's going up 10-20%, whatever the APY is, that would mean that your smart BCH, if it does moon and double, like I can see it going, like I missed out on the very dip yesterday. I was trying to buy at 500 USD yesterday, but it wouldn't dip that far. It got to the lowest, I think 508 or 510, depending on where it was. So I was looking for 510 as well, and now it's not there anymore. I very rarely buy BCH now because I earn it. You know, I got given a few $100. I got given $100 in cash because I found the wallet. But other than that, that's the only cash I have. So anyway, guys, is there any more questions before I wrap it up? Because I'm gonna go and get some more merchants and make some more videos for you, and it's been a bit long. Yeah, I'm going to just eat my Vegemite sandwich. Yes, I'm Australian. No questions. I imagine there's a bit of lag on YouTube with live streaming. Bring up mass mega expenses. Yeah, so I do both. So the merchants I onboard, I like the bitcoin.com wallet and register. It's the easiest thing to use. The other register that I have as a weapon, or as up my a thing up my sleeve that I don't use or push, but if I find a merchant that's wanting to accept other cryptos, is AnyPay. But I'm trying to just push BCH only, because if someone comes in and you got BCH and BTC, if someone pays in BTC, it's going to take a while for it to be confirmed. And if someone pays BTC into BCH wallet or BCH, no, I do not know what Walto is. WALTIO. I don't know what that is. Once I put this up on the thing, maybe send me a message. The main thing that's weighing heavy on my heart is I don't want us to grow into factions. That's the wrong thing. Like, even though I'm Bitcoin Jason here in the Bitcoin Cash City, wow, okay, I'm going to learn more about that. The message has popped up that this system that Cosmin, but he's got a great video too on his YouTube channel. It's got lots of information. What he was talking about is this point of sale device does all your taxes and stuff for you as you point of sale. So the one thing I want to get to before I drop off is I do not want to see us become fractioned and having clicky groups like St. Kitts, Bitcoin Cash City, Venezuela, Uganda, America. I don't want these cliques where we are not supporting each other and we're working against each other. By all means, let's inspire for us to do more, and let's aspire to motivate excellence in each other, like a friendly competition, like who can get the most merchants or content and stuff like that. Because by having this friendly, by us inspiring and encouraging each other and motivating each other, it's actually going to drive more algorithm traffic. It's going to, like with YouTube and all the net spiders that go out and push Bitcoin Cash up to the main consciousness of the world. Can't wait until we get your website up. Oh, you're the guy I've been talking about. Yes, you are. Yeah, man, I really appreciate you. I've got the internet being put on today, so I hope to have a Zoom meeting with you, and we'll set up the website, information there. There's some ideas I want to throw at you to see if it's too much or if it can be handled. Yes, Aaron. Thanks, Aaron. See, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. What's the subject? I don't know what he's talking about. The subject today for this live is the Holy Book of BCH and Wrong Thing. So that, I'm glad you asked that, because the Holy Book of BCH is going to be made up by you legends like Aaron, I can't even pronounce your name, Cosmu, all these people that are helping, that are all the developers, all the Bitcoin Cash evangelists, all the apostles of Bitcoin Cash. They are all going to make a historic book that will be in like Wikipedia or something like that, where people can look back on. Maybe my daughter or my son will look back and go, wow, these are the people that helped make this freedom possible to escape this, right? And the wrong thing The wrong thing is that we are in competition with each other. Like, I know people where I support their work and they don't support me, and I think that's bad. I think that says a lot about them, deep down inside. I it really breaks my heart in a sense, because I'm supporting you, bro, and you can't be bothered to leave a message or like a comment and a like or something like that to help boost our videos to the top. And so you have these videos that have so many views and only like 15 likes or something like that, and we're getting smashed on YouTube for that. Yeah, so Aaron's going to help me with a personal website where I can have information for the people that I meet in the street to get resources from, merch, those companies that come on board. They can go on there. I know there's other websites too, so perhaps I'll just link it to that, so I support other people's work. And I'm really keen to have a Bitcoin City map of all the merchants, because we're getting so many merchants now that if you look at it, when you go to Australia and go to the top end of the eastern side, there's so many merchants that you're trying to find a business and you're pressing on all these pins to find a business, like just say you want Chinese, or you want to fix your car, like I did yesterday. I got my lights fixed up yesterday with Bitcoin Cash. I had to expand the thing and I had to find out, okay, where it is, because the search on the bitcoin.com map doesn't work. It doesn't filter through to bring up a pin that's in correlation to a service that I'm after. Maybe it could take away anything that's not a cafe, or take away anything that's not a mechanic, or something to help me find out where it is, because there's so many merchants. And so I'm going to try and make it like a directory with and I'm going to have like a video about the business, a write-up about it and stuff like that. I contact them to put a scale in it will help. Okay. All right. So, and I've got like 50 merchants I've got to try and get on board to the bitcoin.com map. I even got a guy in Sydney, a transport company, on board during the holidays. So I've got to make sure he's on too, but I can't do a video for him because he's way down there. Anyway, guys, it is getting towards half an hour. It's longer than what I normally do because of people's attention spans and that. But just remember, guys, you are, I am, we are all Satoshi. Let's do our part and become the holy book of BCH. Let's get our names written in the holy book of BCH. Take care, guys. Love you all. In Europe, I know a guy in England. That's a good question. I'll get back to you on that because I've got people all over the place that I don't really know where they're from. Take care, guys, and have a great day. And speak to someone today about Bitcoin Cash. Love you all. Bye.